Welcome. I'm your host, Jesse Sawyer, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, Silver Sneaker Flex instructor. Find out more about me, www.jessesawyer.com. Today, I'm going to be showing you that monster wall squat that some of us are intimidated by because we don't do it correctly, or we've had knee surgery or hip surgery, or we don't have great ankle mobility, so that when we do it, we put pressure on those knees. So I'm going to show you the way you should not do it, right? The wrong way. And then I'm going to show you the right way so that you can implement this as an instructor, or you can implement this as an individual at home, or if you're a son or daughter taking care of your parent, a great exercise that you can do together so you both get some strength and you both get greater independence, quality of life, stability, mobility. You get it all wrapped up in that wall squat because you have to engage that core and utilize those legs. So first you want to find a flat wall with no pictures, nothing up on that wall. It can be a door as well. You can use a chair for support if you need it. Put it to your left or put it to your right. You could have a table in front of you for that purpose as well. And you just want to lean up against that wall. You want to get your shoulder blades up against that wall. You want to get your butt up against the wall. Your heels don't need to be up against that wall. And then the next step is you want to take your feet and you want to get those toes over knees, knees over hips. And you want to make sure they're shoulder widths apart. So I look down, they're not shoulder widths apart. They might seem shoulder widths apart right now, but they're not. So I want to get them a little wider. Toes over knees, knees over hips, hips over shoulders, right? And then I want to move those feet out just a little bit. Now, I'm moving them out and keeping my back up against that wall. My butt is now kind of perched on that wall because I want to make sure my knees do not go over my toes. That's the most important part. When you start doing the wall squat, you want to make sure your knees never go over the toes. So as I start going down, I'm watching those knees and I'm making sure they're not going over my toes, which they're not, as you can see, right? Toes are out in front, knees are here. Nice and seated chair position like, right? If you put a chair underneath me, I'd look like I was sitting on a chair. That's what it should look like. Hold this for as many seconds as you want. Do this for as many times as you want. Now, this is the correct way to do it. Now I'm going to show you the incorrect way so that you're not doing it the wrong way, and that you can teach if you're an instructor, or you can show your mother or father how to do it correctly and safely so that there are no injuries. Choose that wall again or that door. Have that chair, have that console table near you. Scapula, shoulder blades up against that wall. And what happens a lot of times, people try to do that wall squat, or instructors will teach that wall squat, and they'll say get against that wall, but they don't teach the individuals to move their feet. So what happens is individuals have their feet close together, they start squatting down, right? Look what's happening, right? I'm putting a lot of pressure on those knees right now because my back's up against that wall, but my feet aren't wide enough, and my knees are going out in front of my toes, right? And I'm becoming very quad dominant. And not only quad dominant, I'm becoming very knee dominant. A lot of pressure on that patella. And then you go back up and you feel that pressure. So you always want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart. And that when you do start, that your knees are not going over that toes. So as soon as I start, I can see my knees are already going over my toes. And I haven't even gone down very far yet. So you want to make sure that those feet are out in front. So when you start going down, that you have room, you can see those toes, and that they're not going over those toes. Those knees should never go over the toes. And if they do, you're doing it wrong, you're doing it incorrectly. You can quickly fix that by just modifying your stance, modifying your feet or your foot position, and having maybe another apparatus there that you can hold on to support you as you learn that move. Quick tip, hopefully you all take it, run with it, sit with it, and learn with it. Peace, my friends.